deserve to be in here. Equal rights for all the people.
Hello, Jean Valjean. How are you?
Bonjour, General Lafayette. How is America?
America was good. We won the battle, and the Declaration of Independence was written. I feel as though we need to do the same in this country.
I agree. Merci.
This is outrageous. They think that they can treat us however they want, and we'll just roll over like we're their pets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oui.
Yes, other nations have gained their freedom and have written their rights down. The new country, America, who we helped to gain freedom from the British, wrote down their rights and sent it to the king. They then wrote a constitution for their government after winning their war. It is our time now.
What shall we incorporate into our declaration?
We shall incorporate the following. All men shall have equal rights and privileges.
Yes.
Oui.
First and foremost.
We should all be guaranteed our natural rights,
Yeah.
as stated by Locke. Taxes are necessary, but should be proportionate to the means, income of the citizen.
Yes.
Innocence until proven to be guilty is another must. And freedom of speech and press.
Will this apply to the women though?
Are they men? No. They do not deserve the same rights and privileges that we deserve.
Okay, never mind these women. But what about our rights? Isn't that what we came here for? To make our rights and importance known? We can deal with our wives later. The king thinks we're fools. The ability to order a States General about raising taxes on one of the estates, to then ask us to vote on giving the nobility a tax, and we all know how that ended.
Horribly.
Yeah.
Awfully. Okay. Yeah. We've written our Constitution. Now we must emphasize the main points.
Men are born free and remain free and equal in rights. Social distinctions can be based only on public utility.
The sources of all sovereignty resides essentially in the nation. No body, no individual can exercise authority that does not proceed from it in plain terms.
Liberally, the exercise of the rights of each man has no limits, except those that secure.
Come on.
Liberty consists in the power to do anything that does not injure others. Accordingly, the exercise of the rights of each man has no limits, except those that secure the enjoyment of these same rights to the other members of society. These limits can be determined only by the law.
The law has only the right to forbid such actions as are injurious to society. Nothing can be forbidden that is not interdicted by the law, and no one can be constrained to do which it does not order.
No man can be accused, arrested, or detained except in the cases determined by the law and according to the forms it has prescribed. Those who procure, expedite, execute, or cause arbitrary orders to be executed ought to be punished, but every citizen summoned where seized in virtue of the law ought to render instant obedience. He makes himself guilty by resistance.
Every man being presumed innocent until he has been pronounced guilty, if it is thought indispensable to arrest him, all severity that may not be necessary to secure his person ought to be strictly suppressed by the law.
No one should be disturbed on account of his opinions. Even religious provided by their manifestation does not upset the public order established by the law.
The free communication of ideas and opinions is one of the most precious rights of man. Every citizen can then freely speak, write, and print, subject to responsibility for the abuse of this freedom in their cases is determined by law.
General tax is indispensable for the maintenance of the public force and for the expenses of the administration. It ought to be equally apportioned among all citizens in accordance to their means.
Property being a sacred to and inviolable right, no one can be deprived of it, unless illegally established public necessity evidently demands it, under the condition of a just and prior indemnity.
We have written our declaration. Now go, Jean Valjean. Spread the message of our freedom and our new rights to the people.
Do you hear the people say?